Hello everyone, my name is Roya, and today I'm coming to you with the mere two books I read in June. First, I read Painted Devils by Margaret Owen. This is the sequel to Little Thieves. This is the second book in a YA series, and basically the first book is about, it's basically the story of the Goose Girl, only it's told from the perspective of the maid who takes the princess's place. So in our story, she's not really a bad person. She's basically just trying to survive, and she's not trying to take the princess's place permanently either. She's basically just trying to get enough gold so that she can escape and all of that. So anyway, basically by the time this book starts, that whole corner of the story has resolved, and we do have the same main character and her love interest in this one, and she is basically dealing with this god who has decided that her love interest should be a virgin sacrifice. So she and her love interest are kind of thinking, what can we do to get you out of being a virgin sacrifice? Both of our main characters are asexual, so they don't really want to just, it's not really that easy. And then also, because virginity is so made up, there's a whole lot of debate about what really counts. And so our main characters are going, well, does it count if we only did that? Does it count if we, if it doesn't result in a pregnancy or something? Like, what is the deal here exactly? And so it does a lot to kind of tackle that, the whole virginity thing, because it's so made up and so arbitrary and has such arbitrary parameters around what is really virginity or not. I didn't love this one as much as I loved the first one, but I still thought it was really, really good. And the setting overall is a kind of olden day Germany with a lot of magical and fantasy elements. So it's a combination of very well researched and very imaginative at the same time. And the other book I read in June is The Winter King by C.L. Wilson. This was actually a DNF about 3/4 of the way through, so I'm still counting it as read. But basically it's a fantasy romance, and I've been really wanting to read more fantasy romances, but over the past several years they've just really mostly disappointed me a lot. And the reason why I was so disappointed in this one is because it doesn't follow the, kind of the rule of being a romance book, in that, your typical romance book, the reason why it works is because they're facing some kind of obstacle that is ultimately preventing them from being able to stay together. So this book really did not have that at all. It literally just follows some two people who have to get married. They're not so sure about each other. They really don't like each other. But it's not a hate to love situation either, because they kind of are mostly indifferent. They don't hate each other either. And when you have something that's so in the middle of the road like that, it just doesn't work in a book in general. That's why, for example, so many stories have either really, really nice parents or really, really mean parents who lock you in a closet, that type of thing. Because if they're kind of in between, it's not entertaining. And the same goes for any kind of relationship that goes into a book. So here we have two people who don't really hate each other, but don't care about each other either. And the fact that they are so indifferent to each other, aside from having sex, it made the sex not work very well at all. So ultimately, I was not enjoying this book at all, and so I had to quit reading it about 3/4 or 4/5 or something of the way through. But yeah, so anyway, those are the two books that I read in June. Let me know if you've read either of these and what your thoughts are, and I will see you very soon with a new video.